Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Fortner, independent consultant with The Pampered Chef, and I help busy people prepare quick and easy, budget-friendly meals using high-quality tools, delicious recipes, and fun tips. So today we're going to unpack my CSA box. Now, if you're not familiar with CSA, it's community-supported agriculture, and what you do is at the beginning or at some point when the farm is, looking for people to buy shares, you buy a share on the farm, and then come harvest time, you get a share of the harvest. And that's what we've been doing for a number of years. We started doing it in North Carolina, and then when we moved to Central New York, we found a farm up here that we do it with now. So this is this week's box. And you never know what you're going to get. Our farmers do give us a heads up at the beginning of the week of what they think is going to be ready and ripe. But it's all a matter of what they're planting on the farm. Our farm does ask for our feedback, though, in terms of what we like, what we don't like. And also, thank goodness there's a swap box, because there's at least one item that I swap out when it comes. So, but nothing this week. We love everything in here this week. And let's go through and see what we have. So, we are getting into the heavier part, literally heavier part of the harvest season. When we start out, we start with greens. So the boxes are nice and lightweight. And now I'm like grabbing the bag and like, oh my goodness. It feels like Santa with a big bag of gifts on his back. So. Okay, so first we have parsley, and look at that beautiful parsley. I think that's parsley versus cilantro. But anyway, so when I look at this, one of the first things I think of is tabbouleh, so which is a Greek salad with parsley, tomatoes. I am blanking on the green right now, but anyway, it's really good. One of our favorites. It's also obviously a great garnish, but that's one of my favorite things to do with it is tabbouleh. Okay, and we have celery. Love seeing this. Unfortunately, I did not get to use the last batch of celery because we went out on vacation real quick and I didn't make it through my vacation. So I'm glad to see this back. This, you'll notice, is thinner celery. It's not like the big celery stalks that you see or the celery ribs that you see in the grocery store usually. This will be great chopped up in soups. So whether I use it in a soup in the next week or so, or chop it up and put it in the freezer, it'll be great in some soups. Okay. Speaking of soup, we have carrots, which is another great base for soup. Celery, carrots, and onions are kind of the holy trinity of your base of soups and broths and stuff like that. So we've got some fresh carrots here. I actually love these carrots just for nibbling. Our farm they practice integrative pest management, which means they only use chemicals if they have to, and even then they make them as safe as possible. Not technically organic. They don't have the organic certification, but that's fine with me. I know that they're practicing the same. So, I give these a quick rinse, and I don't even peel these. And I got to tell you, carrots from the farm, well, almost any produce from the farm, but carrots from the farm are so different than the big packages of carrots you get from the store. They're just so good, so tasty. But yeah, we'll use those in a soup or in some curry or a salad, something like that. Or again, I'll just nibble on them because why not? Okay, we have here, I think she said these are shishito peppers. So huge bag. These things, oh my goodness, they grow like crazy. We get so many peppers. So give you a good look at that pepper. I did not look up where these are on the hot scale, depending on who in my house is eating it. Super spicy for a couple of the guys, a little milder for me is what I'll be looking for. But usually with these peppers, if you at least take the seeds out, you're going to get a milder taste from it, even if it is on the hotter side. I see these, one of the first things I think of is salsa. And so, of course, when I looked at the list of foods coming in the box this week, I looked for other ingredients, and they are there. So I'm super excited to get some fresh salsa going, homemade fresh salsa. So look at all those peppers, and I'm going to look into freezing those because I'm not always good at using them, and I'd like to do better at that. Okay, we have some mixed greens, so salad, and that will probably be, to make sure we use them, that's going to be tonight. So there we go, salad for tonight. I already have a cucumber salad going where I chopped up some cucumbers and used our all-purpose dill mix with it and some apple cider vinegar. So those I can actually mix right in. We'll have a scrumptious salad tonight. Okay, let's see here. We got some more greens, so I'll take a closer look at those. More greens, so some good salad there still. Okay, and anyone who gardens or is familiar with summer produce knows that it is zucchini season. So these are yellow zucchini. And let's see. And of course we have some green zucchini. So ways that I use my zucchini. Zucchini bread, zucchini fritters. Starting to sound like Forrest Gump with shrimp here. So zucchini bread, zucchini fritters, curry. You can do a mixed vegetable curry with them. We roasted zucchini. I love taking some of our firmer summer vegetables, roasting them in the oven at the beginning of the week, and then using them throughout the week in bowls or whatever else we might be doing with them. So the pre-cooked, ready to go makes life a whole lot easier, right? So in that pre-prepping. Let's see, what else do I like to do with them? Oh, what we're doing tonight, that's what I was thinking of. Tonight we're going to make zucchini fries in the air fryer to go with our burgers, so one of our favorite dishes. Okay, and now we also have cucumbers. So cucumbers are big this time of year. Like I said, you've got your cucumber salad or just sliced cucumbers. I like to, a lot of times, use sliced cucumbers instead of crackers to dip with my hummus. It's a lot healthier, and it feels so good after eating a cucumber. You've got all that fiber, all the water from the flesh, just awesome. So, okay. I've got another cucumber hiding in there. And something stabbed me. There we go. Okay, we have an eggplant. So eggplant meatballs. We've got this great eggplant meatball recipe on my website if you want to check it out. Absolutely love it. You can slice it up and do eggplant parmesan, eggplant schnitzel, roast it and make baba ganoush. So many great things to do with eggplant. And that was one of the ones that I learned how to use and how to like just from having a CSA box. Eggplant wasn't something that I did a lot of before. And when it started showing up in the CSA box, I kind of had to find something to do with it, right? So, another cucumber, and another cucumber. Okay, now we have, we're going to go to that salsa. We've got these beautiful onions. Look at those. Oh my goodness. So, again, soup base. You can slice them up and grill them for the burgers, or, salsa, freshly made salsa. So. And finally, okay, it was kind of wet from the other veggies there. We have a whole mix of tomatoes in here. So we have a whole bunch of these beautiful cherry tomatoes. Let me get down in here. Yeah, I love just a variety of cherry tomatoes, just even as their own salad. Last night we had some homemade gyros, and we just quartered the cherry tomatoes and put those on our gyros. And then we also have down in here some slicing tomatoes. So look at that heirloom. Isn't that beautiful? So yeah, another slicing tomato. So obviously burgers, salsa, and these are kind of small for stuffing if you want to do stuff, but those, I'm sure those are on the way. Big stuffed tomatoes. So that is this week's CSA box. If you're curious about a CSA in your area, just go to localharvest.org, and there they have for your area, put in your zip code or your city, and it'll tell you what your local CSAs are, your local farmers markets, anything like that. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment below or send me a message. And if you want to know the next time I go live or post a video, feel free to like, subscribe, depending on what platform you're on, something to notify you that when a new video comes up. So I hope you all have a great evening and a great week, and I will see you later. Thanks. Bye.